Hello and welcome back to the channel as well as another episode of Astral Ascension. So in the last episode, we finally got Iris to accept our earbuds after restarting I can't remember at least 3 or 4 times. The fourth try we actually succeed, and then when we progress, I think with I think with the girl of your choice, I think it's best that you not pick any bad options, just so you can maximize the points gained for them. Yeah, because I think in that in the for when the sim room was first open, yeah, I got some info regarding that. Vela appeared in the first run, so I'm guessing I don't know what I picked during my first run, but I think in the first run I was pretty much uh, didn't. I think in the first run I almost didn't choose to be an asshole, but I did went into her room, but I don't know how I got that scene with Vela, but yeah, Vela did appear when the sim room was first opened for some reason during my first run, because I think I remember the order of events is I did went into her room, but when I think I think the points that I gained from is when we head into uh I think after the Nebula Storm, we went into the engineering bay, and she introduced us to a pet app. I actually choose. I think the option chosen was basically everything was all kinda default second option, but I think when the CG appeared, we didn't make her flustered too much. We play it as normal, I suppose, and then Vela didn't. That's the only difference I can make before we pick the uh the other one. But yeah, I think I'm gonna back this off and just show it to you guys, because I think the only difference I made during the first run is, I'm not sure if that, yeah, this CG right here. Yeah, in the first run I didn't pick anything stupid, and then she kind of blushed in this scene. But in the second run, I made her do this because I find this funny. But I think this also kind of kicks us off the the scene. But I'm not sure what. But I'm pretty much sure. But I'm pretty much sure that in the Vela run, I also became like quite an asshole because I want to get a reaction out of her. But I'm not sure if that's the case or not. But yeah, apparently that scene with Vela is probably, well, try not to be an asshole. But yeah, apart from that, I don't remember what else, what other Irish specific scenes. I think obviously will be the one after the bar. Then we talk to her. Basically, we talked to her after telling Kai that we like her. And then, yeah, we had that post bar scene, and I'm not sure. Hold on. Honestly, I kind of forgot. Is this the Aksari arc? I think this part will be the Aksari arc. Yeah, Aksari arc. Those relays are going to stop any attempt to escape, so our best bet is to do the unexpected and maximize our shields for the descent down to the planet. Those relay repeaters are like quicksand. The more we struggle to leave, the worse off we'll be. We should maximize our shield so Ado suffers the least amount of damage. From there, we will be in a better spot to plan our escape. Yeah, we can skip this part as well. I'm not sure if I read these two parts already, but I think it's safe to save over now. Keep our shields up. Oh, we can skip that. Or redirect. Apparently, I think we've gone through both. Redirect first. We should avoid noise. I'm not sure which is the better option, but I don't think that matters too much. We should avoid nosediving into who knows what. Let's get the AOs flying again, and in the worst case scenario, we can navigate the land.
Alright, redirect 75% to thrusters and keep the rest on shields.
You still want shields up?
Harry's not.
That desert storm could be hiding cliffs, rocks, and tons of debris. We have to keep some kind of protection.
She's not wrong. It would be a complete waste of effort if we enable controls and then a rock smashed through our canopy. I'm not sure whether if I showed this, because yeah, I did manage to read this, because during the first run I think there's some failed recordings that lead us to already reading this, but it wasn't uploaded. So the game just assumes we still read this regardless. I relocate our system energy. Eidos engines roar to life. My first order of business is to get us out of a stall. I managed to get our descent under control, but we're too deep in a desert storm and I can't see a thing. Suddenly the ship jolts violently as we take 2 consecutive hits from flying rocks. This isn't good. I search from some place we can land when our ship whiplashes. Something must have hit the wing. We are sent into an uncontrollable tailspin and we crash hard at impact. Yeah, I feel like the better option is to just dive down. My ears are ringing and my vision blurs in and out. The ship monitors flash warning after warning, but somehow we survived. If Iris hadn't kept our shields at 25%, there's no way we'll be alive right now. Slowly my senses return to normal. I glance at my team and see them both coming out of a daze. Yeah, I'm not sure whether that kind of matters or not. We're gonna skip this entire part because I don't think we'll be seeing any forget I asked. Never mind.
I'm just messing with you. Seirdros had its own set of underhanded tactics.
We can skip this. Yeah, for now I don't know which scene I have or haven't encountered yet, but yeah, after this run we're gonna hunt down for some CGs that we probably missed. But we're gonna skip this entire part. We're gonna speed run everything. So I guess regardless of who you're choosing, the pair up with Luna is a script as well. So this must be propaganda. This is propaganda. Luna nods.
My thoughts exactly. Something sketchy about this town, beyond its obvious poverty.
Gonna skip this part. Tactician trait. Luna's shifted into a new character. I see what she's doing. The merchant thinks we're a part of Xenox's crew. If he learns we're not, we might get in trouble for trying to buy ship parts. I should play along. Shouldn't say anything. Yeah, at least the first part, they skipped that. But we never picked this option regardless. I decide to keep quiet. Luna can handle this. The guy vigorously shakes his head.
No, of course not.
Yeah, this part is the same. He'll be fine. Sounds like he's done this before. Luna smiles.
Yes, and it proved to be useful. As surprising as this may sound, he's more responsible than he lets on.
This is normal for him. Let's head back and get these parts to Vela.
Skip this part now. This robot works fast. Because, yeah. Gonna default to the third option where we never chose those options before. Vela and Beep Boop finished all those repairs in the short time that we were gone. Wait, what? Okay, let me change my tone. Vela and Beep Boop finished all those repairs in the short time that we were gone. This war This robot works alarmingly fast. I warily eye Beep Boop. It can't escape me. I'm watching it. The robot turns to me, sensing my gaze. I quickly look away. Oh no, it knows too much. Luna smells what Iris nods. But I think I could have just like gone. I mean, in the first introductory of the run, I could have just went through each of the rooms and picked all of the other options that I never chose before. But now that we're here, I don't want to restart the game anymore because we already done our handful of those when trying to get the scene with Iris. Luna smells what Iris nods, and we can skip this part. And Kai appear. Third option this time. You seem to know how to shut off the hex shield, so maybe you should start with that. Kai shakes his head.
My friend, you have so much to learn about storytelling. For instance, you can't start in the middle of it.
Then why did you even ask?
Get to the point, Kai.
Thank you, Iris. And we're gonna skip this part. And regardless, we still never succeed in making our deal with Xenox, so we're gonna choose that option as well. Why am I not surprised? And it skipped that for some reason. With all of the vices this guy has, I'm not the least bit surprised that women are another. Iris nods, clearly unimpressed. Did she agree? Not sure if that adds a point to her, but
It really sheds light on his character.
Whoa, wait a minute. As an admirer of fine women myself, I'm not sure I like what you're insinuating.
I stand by my statement.
Kai feigns hurt.
You wound me. Anyway, getting an audience with him is irrelevant.
Yeah, and by the way, even if we don't get the scene with Iris in the last episode, it doesn't matter because yeah, we're technically gonna, with this route, we're gonna also, it may not be perfect, but we're still gonna go on to a route regardless. But yeah, we just lose out a bit more from the scene. That's why I was so frustrated in the last episode. Sorry about that. Let me continue. I think this part is the same. Can I say I'm not sure what to think because I think that might affect our points. Make a save right here. You both make really valid points, and I'm just not sure that there's a right answer here.
It's a tough decision.
Kai and Vela nod.
The best way for us to help is by successfully escaping this planet. We don't have the resources to stop Xenoc on our own, but if we can put this planet's activities on either Polaris's or the Union's radar, they will certainly look into it.
That's true. Both of them take humanitarian issues very seriously.
Okay, I think this part will be...
Yeah, I think that's best too.
Yeah, I'm just gonna check out that option, but we're gonna restart that regardless. We have to do something about Xenoc. And we're gonna skip this entire part. Okay, well, I'm also gonna make another save here. I don't have a choice. Do I really have a choice? Iris frowns.
There's always a choice. Since Kai can't do it, you're the ideal candidate. But this entire operation is a risky endeavor, and I'm not going to put someone who's unprepared in the field and jeopardize the rest of my crew. So, let's take the safer approach and go with the escape plan instead.
I know that sounds like the better call. Of course, that's...
Let's focus on our plan of action. Kai, tell us more about the mansion layout.
I feel like that's not the right approach, but I'm gonna check this out for a sec. Kai shares what he can remember. He was able to blend in with the party and explore a lot of the building. All of the rooms on the main floor are accessible. That's where the party is held. The higher the floors, the more secure they become. Quiet settles over us as we ponder the situation.
A group can easily blend in at a party, but security will notice right away if too many of us stray from the festivities. Our best chance of sneaking in unnoticed is to send only one of us into the building. Kai, since you've already been inside and know the layout, it should be you.
Ah, this is where if we failed the undercover mission as slave traders.
No problem.
Yeah, it turns out the same way. It comes full circle now.
Well, except for one tiny little problem. How do I disable the hex shield?
Leave that to me. I'll set up a drive, and all you have to do is plug it into a terminal.
Sounds easy enough.
Iris turns to me.
Make sure that the ship is ready to fly at a moment's notice. Once Kai's disabled the shield, we'll extract him and make our exit.
Yeah, this is actually plan B if we blew our cover, kinda. Got it. She turns back to Kai.
Luna and I will be monitoring all activity and can guide you from the ship. Keep your comm lines open.
He nods. I'm thinking on choosing to go back later on. We spend some time ironing out the logistics of the plan. Afterwards, we review it again to make sure all of our bases are covered. We get one shot at this, so we need to make sure it counts. Vela and Beep Boop continue working diligently on ship repairs. Iris and I, who both have some working knowledge of the ship, work alongside them. The rest of the team help out wherever they can, but their expertise is limited. This part is exactly the same, right? Time goes by in the blur without any access to external distraction. All of our focus goes into ship repairs. Luckily, the four of us work. This part is still the same, right? But the difference is Kai will be the one infiltrating. After several days, we're done. It's not a permanent solution, but at least Eidos is in good enough shape to get back into the air. Now that our ship is no longer grounded, it's time for us to set our escape plan into motion. Everyone gathers together. Bela's terminal flashes green as she pulls out the USB drive. Then she hands it to Kai. Yeah, this entire part will be the same. So, you know what? Yeah, this entire part will be the same as the plan B. So, I'm gonna... I chose the wrong one. But, yeah, I think I want to choose the... I feel like this is the better option. I'm gonna pick this regardless. Yeah, at this point, we're just gonna save scum and choose the better option now. And it doesn't save for some, and it doesn't skip through, so I assume we never read this. Eidos' engine roars to life. My first order of business is to get us out of a stall. I managed to get our descent under control, but we're too deep into the desert storm and I can't see a thing. I'm pretty sure I did read this, but I think we never saved on it because of the failed takes. But yeah, we're gonna skip through all of this as well. Gotta keep skipping. Yeah, we're gonna keep our response consistent as well. Must be propaganda. Shouldn't say anything because I think I wanna avoid getting onto Luna route. Not sure whether if we can add a point into Luna, but yeah, I'm not gonna risk that chance. Robots works a bit too fast. Yeah, as well as the skip. How do we shut off the shield? Why am I not surprised? Because it's already the third run here. We have to do something. Sorry, Kai, but what's going on here is too serious to ignore. Now that we know the situation, we have to do something. We have to do something. And then, yeah. Everyone agree.
I could see that I'm outnumbered.
And we skip this entire part. And I'm gonna make the scum save right here. I'm not sure which is the better option. This is the funny option, where Iris would raise a brow, and I like how she reacts actually during the first run. So we're gonna pick this one. Heeding Kai's advice, I take hold of this opportunity and get right into character. I cross my arms and glower sternly at Iris. The good should be seen and not heard. Yeah, I always Iris and Vela's reaction are always amusing to watch. She stiffens, her eyes narrowing. Well, wait, what? I was acting in character. That's what a trader would say, right? She relaxes but still watches me closely.
Fair. Okay, that's settled then.
And we're gonna skip this part as well. Yeah, I really like those like unimpressed looks from Vela and Iris. I don't think Luna has one, but Luna's reaction or expression like kind of has a different set. I wanna pick. Not sure which matters. This just skip, but I still picked that one before. But yeah, I think I should have picked the first one just to skip a bit of the dialogue. But why? Wait, what? I accidentally skipped that. Shoot. You know what?
Here.
Let's restart then. Already in character. I'm not sure whether if I picked those options. Got it. I think my tactician trait would probably kick it off. We finalize the details of the plan. We're gonna save over here first. Oh, we can still skip.
Not bad. Not.
Are you sure now is the right time for you to come over?
Absolutely, it's the perfect time.
Yeah, as much as I enjoy Kai's company, we don't have time to hang out. We have an important undercover mission to prepare for. I think we already picked this
While
before.
the girls will be changing into more.
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing, to be honest. Ah, Iris's face is as serious as ever. I'm still wrapping my head around all the sheer lace, teasing glimpse of her firm body. She catches my eye. I quickly look away and clear my throat. It is critical that I stay focused. Trader wouldn't be distracted by his own goods. Then we can skip this part. The first option is probably the best one. If we wanna get some more points for her, I feel that way. This will not be the right one, obviously. This feels like a neutral one. Yeah, this is more of a be a nice guy. We can skip this entire part as well. Does it matter? I shrug. Does it matter where she learned it? Vela blinks.
You're not interested in her origin story?
No, because I already made a run with her. I don't think we have time for an origin story. Did we broke the wall? We broke the wall. We broke the fourth wall, I think. Before Vela can reply, we're interrupted. Iris stands in the kitchen doorway. We can skip this part now. Whew. And I think the tactician trait will kick off here. Although I want to protect Vela, I need to remember to stay in character. A trader will only to protect his goods. So that's how I should approach this situation. Either one of these will kind of work, because the one where we go far enough is this one right here. Because I failed to take that first run, so I never picked this option before. I kinda never picked this option. I calmly yet firmly redirect Morgana's hands off of Vela and keep my tone light and casual. I'm glad you're enjoying the product, but generally I'd have to charge for those kinds of services. She chuckles.
Of course, as you should. A businessman such as yourself understands the value of your goods, and we appreciate that.
I'm glad we're in agreement.
I've seen all I need to see anyway.
We can skip this part now. Once she's out of view, I face my teammates. That was intense. And then we can skip and all of these. Smile and nod. Yeah.
She's being really picky, though. Not everyone gets to go with her. You've got to offer the most credits.
I see, I see. He grins, his eyes focusing and unfocusing.
You're a good listener, you know that? That's why you're alright.
Uh-huh. Totally. Then this part will be the same. We're gonna... For now, I should check the teammates are doing. Yeah, this part will be the Iris part. Have I picked the first option before? I don't think I did. We can save over here at least. Ah, we never picked this one. But I'm pretty sure this is like the... somehow this is the good option. I'm sorry you're stuck dealing with this. I wish there was something I could do to help.
You're helping by playing your role. This will all be worth it once we get that meeting with Enoch.
I not. That's a good way to look at it. This part will be the same. Not sure which is the better option. The guard told me they've never seen someone so popular. If we keep this up, we'll definitely earn that Xenoc meeting. Iris smiles, clearly pleased, before resuming her professional demeanor. She nods.
That's good to know. I'll continue doing what I'm doing.
Surprising, sometimes that's the good option as well. Good plan.
What about you? Have you secured any weapons?
We're gonna skip this part. I run into Morgana. I don't want to blow my cover, so I need to make sure I act the part of a trader. No matter what my answer is, I have to convince Morgana that I have firm control over my girls. Yeah, I guess if I wanna get the meeting with Xenoc, I have to pick this one. Nothing to worry about there. That's where she's providing a more hands-on service, if you know what I mean.
Either way, I'm glad I caught you. I've been hoping to have a conversation with you.
Did I never got this before? Don't panic. Kai shared a lot of information about Chet. I remember that he's very professional, so I should base my answer around doing business together. So the correct one is the first one. The best kind of lie is based on the truth. Since I know Chet sells girls to parties, I should be safe using this explanation.
I assume that means that you and Chet are quite close then.
I feel like the reason it's not skipping because there is a lot of tactician's trait kicking in as well as a lot of dialogue. If not, there is a lot of choices to be made in this particular part. Yeah, it's kind of a funny story. Yeah, this is the same thing. Yeah, I've known him for a while and I considered him more than a friend and a business associate. She smiles softly.
Is that so? Then it's too bad you just missed him. Chet was doing business here a few days ago.
She's testing me and trying to catch me off guard. I'm certain Kai said that Chet hasn't visited in a while. That doesn't sound right. I furrow my brows. Are you sure this part will be the same, so I can skip this part? I don't think these two worked. But if the tactician trait never kicked in, I feel like it's safe regardless. I can save here. Laying low. Because I never picked this one before, regardless, so we're gonna pick that instead. He's laying low after an incident with the law. She pauses, genuinely surprised.
What kind of incident?
It's nothing major. He's just staying under the radar until things cool down. You know, Chet, always getting himself into trouble. I chuckle. Morgana breathes in deeply. When she looks back at me, her eyes glint mischievously. This is another test, but of what? I'm still unsure, but we have to accept. Not sure which is the option. Hand feed her? I've come this far, I can't back out now. Silently, I pluck a juicy grape. She obediently opens her mouth.
Ah,
Gently, I plop the fruit into her mouth.
so sweet. Just the way I like it.
She continues to hold my gaze. I get the feeling she's not talking about the grapes.
Well, that was a nice break.
Still smirking, Morgana pushes herself to her feet.
I know you've still got some things to take care of, so I'll let you get back to it. I look forward to our next conversation.
Okay, I feel like this part will be successful. Same here. She nods before turning away. Her heels click on the floor as she strides into the crowd. That went pretty well. I think she trusts me. She trusts me a little more now. Hopefully, that'll work in our favor. We still can't skip this part. Regardless, I can't get too distracted. I still need to check on Bela. I still can't skip because there's a lot of checkpoints here for some reason. We can skip this entire part as well. I'm gonna make the save here. Have I... let's turn this. Skip on. Oh, we already picked that one before. Ah! Hey, that's a but for a brief frame, you can see her wearing her engineer outfit. Tell her exactly what's going on. They're only like you because they think they're going to spend some private time with you. She blinks.
What are you talking about?
Every one of those patrons has a sign up on a wait. What has a? Every one of those patrons has signed up on a wait list for you for some special one-on-one time. Her eyes widen when my words sink in.
Are you serious? I didn't know anything about this list.
Her expression drops to disgust when she surveys the crowd. Yeah, this part will be the same. We'll be gone once the mission is complete. But stay cautious, just in case. She nods, relaxing a little, but still looks uneasy. Remember why we're here. It's to help the people who aren't here by choice. She looks at the other dancers, her eyes now burning with a new determination.
You're right. We have to put a stop to this.
Exactly. So this part will be the same. We can keep skipping. I forgot which one I chose here. Still, I'm gonna save over here. Be respectful. Yeah, never picked this one before. I understand what she's doing and why, but I also know that if she weren't in this situation, she wouldn't act so brazenly. As her teammate, I should be respectful and act accordingly. I make sure to look away and scan the rest of the room instead. Luckily, it's not long before Luna straightens again. I can skip this part as well. I think I never picked the first one. Instinctively, I push back. Whoa, what are you doing?
Don't be coy. You know exactly what I'm doing.
She winks. The other patrons laugh.
Look at that guy. He's so shocked he can't even remember what he signed up for.
The woman chuckles along with the man. I really don't know what she has planned, but I have no choice but to find out. The voices fade once we exit the room. Luna leads me into the restroom before she finally lets me go.
You showed up at the perfect time.
And then there's the weapons part. What exactly are you doing with them? Yeah, she has the weapons. I make another round pretending to join the party. I accept the offers of food and drink to keep up my facade. I don't mind too much. The food is actually pretty tasty. And we got the negotiations. So slowly the door slides open. We enter into a spacious sitting room. Upon first glance, the room is more subdued than the opulence downstairs, but I noticed the items on the shelves and mantle are still very delicate and expensive. We can actually still skip. From what I know of Xenoc, he's a no-nonsense businessman. He'll be able to see through any sort of mind game, so I need to play this straight if I want to gain his trust and seal the deal. And I have no idea what the right answer is, but I know this is a wrong answer. So we know the second option is not always the default, or rather, it's not the correct answer, as it's not always the correct answer. Play it safe, give him a great deal. I think the fourth option would be great, right? It's hard to resist a low price and a good deal. If I give him a discount, he's sure to accept. I type my number into the tablet. A moment later, I hear Xenoc's tablet ping. He glances down and raises a skeptical brow, then he pushes his tablet away.
I don't appreciate those who waste my time.
I'm not. I'm serious about making this deal.
Then there must be something very wrong with these girls that you're hiding, because someone of their caliber would never be priced so low. I'm not interested in damaged goods.
He nods towards the door.
You know the way out.
And we failed. Okay. We're gonna pick like the correct option. Either safe or what's your offer? Any savvy businessman knows that you never throw out the first number. If I can get Xenoc to share his initial offer, I can negotiate from there. I can be flexible for a valuable customer such as yourself. What are you offering? Xenoc laughs.
Nice try, but I'm not about to give my hand away. That's how you lose a deal, and I'm not in the business of losing.
Crap, I better come up with a number before he cancels the deal. Nice try then. Play it safe then. Unless all options are basically a troll by the devs and we actually wouldn't make the deal regardless. Play it safe this time. If I choose a number too high or too low, it'll set off Xenoc's suspicion. My best course of action is to go what I think is a fair price. I tap into the tablet. Xenoc's tablet pings a second later. He glances down and looks thoughtful. He ponders for a moment. After he enters a new number, my tablet pings. I quickly take a look. Ah, we can keep doing this. It's better if I negotiate. In business, you never accept the first offer, so I need to keep negotiating. I shake my head. That won't work for me.
That's a shame, as it's more than reasonable.
What about... I tap my counter into the tablet. Xenoc doesn't bother to look.
I'm not interested in an extended back and forth. I gave you my offer, and no deal was reached.
He gestures towards the door.
You know the way out.
And we fail the negotiation. So, just accept. Xenoc is entertaining this deal, so there's no need to prolong negotiations any further. I already got what I want. I nod. Deal. Xenoc grins.
I was hoping you'd say that.
I quickly sign the tablet, and Xenoc relaxes. He continues to eye Vela.
Now that everything's squared away, I've been waiting for a closer look at this one.
He strides over to a large desk and pushes a button hidden on the underside, which lowers the shield partition. Then he crosses over to Vela. She tries to keep calm, but her eyes bug wide when she reaches out his hand. Wait, what? Quick as lightning, Vela's fist hooks his jaw and he falls to the floor with a sickening thump. The air is still. The only sound is Vela's jagged breathing. Eventually, Luna wears a wry smile and breaks the silence.
I better remember to keep my hands to myself.
Yeah. Vela, you knocked him out in one punch.
He had it coming.
Well, I don't disagree. When did you learn to do that?
It was all a part of my training. I told you I could handle myself.
I will never doubt you again. Vela grins, relaxing slightly.
You know what? I feel so much better after that. I've been waiting all night for this moment.
Note to self, do not get on Vela's bad side. Iris finally clears her throat. Hold on, let me... Oh, I forgot to set something. Okay, it's nothing major, but yeah, it also might help with the recording as well. But anyway, Iris finally clears her throat.
Good job, Bela. This gives us time to decide on our next steps.
Right. Should we turn him in to the authorities?
Generally, we would. But that's not a viable option here, considering he is the authority.
I guess that does complicate things.
We can send a distress beacon out to the Union and Polaris. I can pulse it out the same time we lower the hex shield.
Good idea, Vela. Plus, when the shield is lowered, that'll give the people a window of opportunity to escape themselves.
Yes, smart thinking. But it doesn't guarantee that Xenoc will be brought to justice. We have no way of knowing if either faction answers the beacon and comes to help the planet.
What if I include all of his transgressions within the beacon?
That would grab their attention. Both factions take humanitarian issues seriously, and would be shocked to understand what's been going on here.
I feel like this dialogue actually did happen, but I guess because we've been successful with the deal, we can't skip it. Oh, we can! Knock him out. I swiftly kicked him in the head and he falls limp again.
Nice reflexes.
Or can we actually kill him? Because I should accept. What if I what if we just kill him? Yeah, this is the correct option. We can save over here. Iris is right. There's only one thing we can do. I meet Xenoc's gaze before anyone else can react. I point my weapon between his eyes and pull the trigger. The blast is deafening, ringing echoes in the remaining stillness. Xenoc becomes motionless. I don't think this is the right choice though. Vela and Iris stare at the body, stunned. Luna gasps and stares at me with horror. Yeah, this is the wrong choice.
What have you done?
I've ensured justice is served.
There were other ways to do that.
None of that were guaranteed.
We can't discuss this right now. Someone's bound to have heard that. We need to go.
Iris taps her earpiece.
Kai, we need an extraction. Now.
On it.
Yeah, this is kind of a fail. The crackle of the earpiece jolts Vela back to the present.
I'll go lower the shield.
Iris nods.
Hurry!
Yeah, this is the wrong option. But I want to see this through for a sec before we reload that. Vela heads through one of the doors and finds a computer. She inserts a USB before her fingers fly across the keyboard. We wait for a few agonizing long minutes, senses heighten for any sounds of movement. When Vela is done, we hurry out of the penthouse and travel up to the roof. Yeah, the Eidos, I think it's the same. I feel like it's the same thing. The Eidos pulls up, swirling clouds of dust. We are scrambled up the cargo ramp, pulling it close behind us. Once it's secure, we scramble to the bridge. Upon seeing us, Kai happily relinquishes control to me. I stretch out the ship through the atmosphere. I plunge the ship into warp drive and we speed through space. The only thought racing through my mind is I need to get us as far away from this planet as possible. We can still skip this part. Oh, we can't anymore. He glances at me and nods.
Nice job there, hotshot.
We can still skip. Ah, this is the what if we killed Xenoc, because I knew there would be a post scene with that. The silence hangs heavy with a palpable tension. Vela stares at the ground while Luna actively avoids eye contact with me. Her arms are crossed over her chest. Iris taps her console. Kai looks at each of us.
What exactly happened back at the mansion? The comms got pretty hectic and it was hard to hear.
More silence. Eventually, I break it. I took care of Xenoc and made sure he'll be out of the picture permanently.
Ah,
Kai nods in understanding.
no wonder it got so hectic.
I did what I had to do. There was no other choice.
There is always a choice.
Luna's tone is sharp, without a trace of her usual playfulness.
But not one that guaranteed such a permanent solution.
Iris's tone is equally firm. Rhea looks up, glancing back and forth between Luna and Iris.
Maybe what he did wasn't the best option, but he reacted to Xenoc reaching for his gun. He did it in self-defense.
Yes, but he could have just wounded Xenoc. We should have taken him to the proper authorities.
We were in a time crunch and our pilot made a decision. Was it the best call? We don't know, but we didn't have time to discuss it beforehand. What's done cannot be reversed. All we can do now is move forward.
Luna remains quiet. Her gaze falls on me, and I feel the weight of her stare. Eventually, she uncrosses her arms and nods.
You're right. We can't change the past. But we can choose how we act in the future. And I firmly believe we should not be making split-second decisions when it involves a human life.
Iris nods.
Agreed.
The tension eases as the two of them come to an understanding. Kai checks his navigation dashboard.
So, where next? We've still got our last mission plotted out, but I assume we'll be changing course.
Correct. Our priority now is to fix Eidos. Plot us to the nearest Union hub system.
Kai nods.
Our warp is still down, so let's stay on low thrusters to speed up the recovery. We should be...
We can. This entire part doesn't... I don't know if there's any post scenes, but we definitely have reduced our... We definitely reduced a lot of affection points for Luna. But I'm not sure about the other two. Yeah, we're gonna restart that part because we are not gonna kill him. Yeah, if you can see a split second of Iris suddenly in her pilot.
Generally, we would. But that's not a viable option here, considering he is the authority.
Yeah, there's a split second you see Iris like in her uniform. If you load a save with them wearing different outfits. But we're just gonna skip. Knock him out this time. And yeah, this entire...
The shield is down and the beacon is all set, but I found something else. I was able to access a few of Xenoc's personal banking accounts.
Ah, this is different. She shows us the screen. The number of credits is insanely high. I'm positive this is all the money he's stolen from the townspeople.
Should we do anything with this?
I don't know whether if there's a correct option here, but we're gonna make the save here. Reward money? I don't think that's a good option. Wow, Vela, good work. You found a reward money for all of the good work we've done here. Iris shakes her head.
Don't touch the accounts, Bela. This money was most likely acquired through illegitimate means, and we don't want it tracked to us.
Luna grimaces. Surprisingly, this is not voiced. Can you imagine if we were accused of being Xenoc's accomplices?
I'd rather die.
I didn't think of that. You're right. It's better to leave the money be. For us with the tactician trait, we sure didn't see that one coming. Bea nods and snaps the laptop shut.
Okay, done.
Good. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, we're gonna reload this. Yeah, for a second you can see Vela in her engineering uniform. We should make the accounts accessible to anyone who comes to help this planet rebuild.
I like that idea.
What if no one comes?
Then we donate it to humanitarian organizations.
Okay, I'll code that within the beacon.
It takes her a few minutes. When she's done, she signals to Iris that everything is in place.
We're good to go.
Good. Let's get out of here.
What about... Yeah, I'm gonna pick the perfect option this time. Leave that blood money alone. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Knowing Xenoc, this money was acquired through some kind of shady dealings. And the last thing we want to do is get tangled up in that. Iris nods.
Agreed. It's safer to leave it be.
She agreed with us. I feel like this is a better option. The first one is kind of a point to Luna, in a way.
Mm-hmm. Wise choice.
Or we get points for all of them. Vela sighs wistfully but nods.
In that case, everything is all set.
Good. Let's get out of here.
I'm gonna double check and see. I feel like the first option is also a good option as well.
I like that.
What if no one comes?
Then we donate it to humanitarian organizations.
She's kind of neutral in this stance.
Okay, I'll code that within the beacon. We're good to go.
Good. Let's get out of here.
I don't know, but I like this option where Iris agrees with us. But yeah, we're gonna pick this one and then skip this entire point. We hurry out of the room and travel up to the roof. The Ados pulls up, swirling clouds of dust. We scramble up the cargo ramp, pulling it closed behind us. Once it's secured, we all scramble to the bridge. Upon seeing us, Kai happily relinquishes the controls to me. Yeah, this part is the same. Oh wait, what? I can't skip. And I charge the ship through the atmosphere. Ah, because there's a loading here. We can skip this entire part. What? No comment about that? I think because we already picked the one where we... I think that entire scene revolves around whether we killed Xenoc or not. So yeah, I feel like that's... I think if you also killed Xenoc there and you never like make more advances with Luna despite trying to go on Luna's route, I feel like you wouldn't be able to encounter the first kiss scene, even if you agree to help Cameron Snap with his like photo shooting, and then Luna would probably decline you at the end of that. But yeah, we're gonna skip this entire part. But or maybe you'll just not receive the CG in it, but you may not see the CG, but I think it's safe you're on her route unless you purposely state it in the beach episode or the beach scene, whatever. But yeah, don't worry, I'm fine. You don't need to worry. As you can see, I'm perfectly fine. She crosses her arms.
Yeah, I see that now. But I didn't know that before.
Yeah, I guess I should have gotten back to you sooner.
Yes, you should have.
Better late than never? She softens and nods. We can skip. Oh, no.
Yeah. The important thing is that you're fine.
I didn't mean to make you worry. We can skip this entire part. Interesting.
A lot of people feel that way.
This is an interesting situation. I'm not sure what to believe.
I want to believe it's real, though. So much of the universe is still unexplored. There's bound to be other intelligent life out there.
Maybe. We'll have to wait and see if you're right. I feel like all the other planets that have so-called, it's safe to say humans are basically colonizers. I want to say they're colonizers rather than they are actually aliens, but it's kind of different from, but in Sarwill's case, every single human on different planets were considered aliens to one another, right? But I'm not entirely sure in this context here, but we are going to, we can skip. She nods.
I'll keep monitoring the news sites just in case.
We can skip this part now. Use her nickname. And we have this. We will see the Nova Sky. We'll meet
You
with
know, we've been flying together for a while now. I'd rather you be at ease around me.
Oh, that's a new thing. She steps closer until she's right beside me, and then she reaches for my tie. Ah, she helps us with our tie because we were... Hold on. Did we see this scene before? I'm not entirely sure. I mean, I know we did, but I'm not sure whether there's an additional line here.
Here.
My body tenses when I feel her fingers on me. This is the opposite of putting me at ease, but for an entirely different reason. Oh yeah, I think the first time we see her is like she more like gave us an order to be at ease rather than helping me do that. My body tenses when I feel her fingers on me. This is... Oh wait, I read this already. Ah, CG. I wasn't expecting this. Iris gently pulls on my tie, easing the knot. When our gaze meet, her cheeks dust a light pink and she quickly refocuses on the tie. Let's take a moment to admire this. Yeah, I think I forgot to so-called take a moment to admire some of the CGs, especially the ones when we first started the mission with her, the one in the closet or the supply closet. I can't stop my grin when I see the look of concentration on her face. It warms my heart that she's doing her best to make me comfortable. What if I pick this? I don't know whether if I will if I would turn up sounding like an asshole. Because I always like picking, I always want to pick the second option as a default option in any of the unique routes. Pick this? I smirk. You sure do know your way around a tie. Had a lot of experiences undoing them. Iris glances up at me and smiles. Oh, that was not a wrong answer, surprisingly. Suddenly, I feel a tight constriction around my neck.
I'm not sure what you're trying to imply.
Oh wait, that's not a right answer, because I didn't read the second line. Nothing.
That's what I thought.
Her smile is still in place when she loosens the tie. I was playing with fire and I almost got burned. I shouldn't be too surprised, though. This is part of what makes Iris so intriguing. Eventually, Iris pauses. The knot now hangs closer to my chest.
There. All done.
She pats the tie one last time, admiring her handiwork. I feel freer and can breathe much easier now. Thanks. A short beat from the console draws our attention. What did you want to check anyway?
A damaged parts report of Eidos. I wanted to see what can be repaired versus replaced.
I think this part will be the same. We can skip this entire part. Ah! I don't think that's a wrong answer here, but I want to make a save right here. Following in someone. I don't think. I am not sure whether if I picked the right option. I feel like I don't know. Oh, we have this. Not sure if we've seen this before. I think this is unique, and this is just one of the many qualities I admire about you.
Now you're just overselling it.
Although Iris tries to downplay her appreciation, the blush in her cheeks gives her away. Iris meets my gaze.
I appreciate you listening.
Oh, that's a new expression. I don't remember seeing that, though. No problem. Thanks for sharing that with me. And for helping me pull off this, And for helping me pull off this I'm too cool to care look. I tug on my tie and she smiles.
I think it looks good on you.
She takes another long look at me and then nods, as if confirming once more that she approves. When she glances back up, our gazes lock in and then I can't speak. And I can't say it when these two words are together. And an electricity sparks between us. She doesn't look away. Her gaze draws me closer and my pulse quickens. Suddenly she yawns, breaking the moment. Then she clears her throat.
Sorry. It looks like I've delayed my sleep for too long.
What's up with the text? Yeah, sometimes it does that. No worries. It's pretty late.
I'll talk to you later then. Message me if you need anything.
I nod. Will do. Good night. She waits and leaves the bridge. I turn back. I can't speak now. I turn back towards the console, grinning like an idiot. I can't help but smile when I think back to that moment. Iris is becoming more comfortable around me and I feel much closer to her too. I'm hopeful our connection keeps growing strong. The thought gives me renewed energy and I focus on piloting the ship. And we can't skip this because, yeah, it's a unique scene with her because, yeah, sometimes like those unique scenes interject with the main story for once in a while. For example, like Luna massaging you as part of the Rook mission if you got close to her. Yeah, eventually I hear the door slide open and we can skip this part. Ah, Nova. Have I picked any of the other options? I don't know, but we can. I think we can. It's safe to save over this part now. I don't think we can risk untying her just yet. Not until we're sure she isn't a threat. Nova Sky slumps against her bonds, disheartened and anxious. And suddenly Kai enters, and then Iris and I share a look and nod. Since when did we know that? Because we never pick K-pop. We kind of never pick K-pop during that part, but it kind of assumes that we pick K-pop, or because we're close with Iris in general. We're well aware of Kai's interest in idols and K-pop. His unprovoked validation definitely adds to the legitimacy of Nova's case. I still don't know if this is which is the real. Oh wait, they changed it, right? Did they change that? Hold on.
Is that Nova? No way!
Oh wait, they don't pronounce that. Wait, was I imagining things? Now I'm being stupid right now. Ah.
My name is Nova Zenith. I swear.
Oh, they didn't change
I
it.
did no harm. I was just trying to get off that planet. My ship crash landed.
We're gonna skip that. Now that he's proved his point, Kai glances at Nova. Nova spawns and furrow his brows. Yeah. Definitely adds to the legitimacy of Nova's case. Maybe she is telling the truth after all.
So, what exactly is going on here?
We can skip this part. Yeah, this is the jealousy scene. It doesn't matter about here, but I wanna save over here. Step back. I quickly remove a hand and take a step back. Maybe some other time.
I'll hold you to that.
She shoots me a coy wink. And then we can skip most of this part, I want to see what option is the default here. This is the frozen in place if we choose the default. I'm not sure which is the better option. This one is kind of a flirting. I'm gonna pick a more neutral one. But it doesn't matter. But they don't say anything, only Kai raises a questioning eyebrow. I quickly let Nova down from my lap and we readjust ourselves. Iris clears her throat.
Well, I'm glad you're okay.
Iris doesn't have much of a reaction. But I think we'll have a scene with her. Okay, we will have a scene with her. Iris is already there, struggling with a jar. She twists the lid, but it remains firmly in place. Hey Iris. She glances my way and suddenly her expression hardens.
Hello.
The word is clipped short and she refocuses on the jar. This time her attempt is more agitated. She wildly twists at the cap, her lips collecting into a small frown. When that attempt fails, she slams the jar on the counter. Iris is usually so composed. It's rare to see her losing her cool like this. I wonder what's on her mind. Is everything okay?
Yes.
Maybe she's just frustrated that she can't open the jar. No, you're idiot! Sometimes they wrote ourselves just as dense. Do you need any help with that? I reach for the container. Iris's face flushes as she immediately hides the jar behind her back.
No, I'll manage just fine.
Whoa, she was awfully quick to hide that from view. I narrow my eyes. Wait, what? What are you eating?
Nothing.
Well, now I'm even more curious. Just one quick peek. Iris shakes her head. Search the cabinet for what's missing. Try and reach around her. Misdirect! Yeah, the default second option. If I pretend I'm uninterested, maybe it'll bring her guard down. I shrug. Fine, have fun not eating whatever that is. I turn to leave and walk a few steps. Out of the corner of my eye, I see Iris tense. She almost seems angrier because of my disinterest. That's weird. She slams the jar back on the counter and turns away. This is my moment. While she's distracted, I dart back and grab the jar. Iris's eyes grow wide.
Give that back.
Nope, I'm going to enjoy my... I check the label and raise an eyebrow. Chocolate hazelnut spread? Well, not bad. Okay, that is kind of not normal, but okay, that's kind of ironic of me saying that because I was going to I grab a spoonful of it, and funny thing is earlier today I actually grabbed a spoonful of Nutella, and then I wanted to spread it on my bread, but it turns out the bread has become moldy. So I have no choice but to eat it off the spoon. So yeah, kind of ironic to say that when I said it's not normal to eat it directly from the jar. There is just a single spoon laid out on the counter with no bread of crackers to accompany it. Was Iris planning on eating directly from the jar? Yeah, I was. Yeah, which reminds me to go and buy bread later on in the day. So I'm going to head out later on and buy bread so I can make use of my spread. When we make eye contact, her cheeks dust a light pink. This is unusual. Second option. Iris may like sweets, but even she wouldn't spoon chocolate into her mouth unless there was something bothering her. Spooning chocolate into your own mouth if something is bothering you is not normal as well. I just do that because of circumstances, right? But not like this. And I have a very good idea who that might be. I chuckle. If I didn't know any better, I think you were just I think you were just feeling a little jealous.
Then it's a good thing you do know better.
Yeah, I mean, what would you? Yeah, I mean, what? Wait, what? What would you even have to be jealous about? It's not like you want to sit in my lap, right? Iris blinks, surprised before her blush deepens. Or do you?
That question is so far off base that it doesn't deserve an answer.
I grin. Any questions I had around Iris's strange behavior disappears. It's obvious now that she is annoyed by Nova's fall. I'm not gonna pronounce her last name unless they changed it or something.
May I have my jar back now?
I hand it to her. You know, I didn't get a chance to eat earlier.
I know. You were entertaining our guest in the lounge.
I'm sorry, okay? Only because the kitchen was so crowded. My plan was to go back when things settled down, but then Nova came to find me instead.
Oh, she approached you?
I nod. I'm disappointed I didn't get to rejoin you in the kitchen. It's subtle, but Iris's expression softens.
Well, you're here now.
Yeah. What? Yeah, do you know what would make this even better? If we had some chocolate spread. She smiles before looking at the jar.
Unfortunately, it's impossible to open.
Will my athletic trait make things easier? But I think we can't open it, right? Let me give it a try. I try to turn the cap, but it doesn't budge. Yeah, this thing is stuck on tight. Instead, I grab a knife and jimmy under the lid. After a few experimental wiggles, I hear a small pop. One turn and the lid easily opens. I think if we have the athletic trait, we kinda won't need this. Iris smiles softly.
I feel a little silly that I didn't think of that.
Well, it's not the most obvious solution. If the jar is successfully open, I peer inside and blink. It's empty.
What's wrong?
I show her the container. Who ate all the chocolate spread and put back an empty jar? Iris blinks in surprise.
I might have a few ideas.
Oh, so it's not her. Was it Kai?
Sure. Let's go with that.
I get the feeling it most certainly isn't Kai. So it is her. The chocolate spread was supposed to make us happy, but all it did was disappoint us.
It's okay. I don't need the chocolate anymore.
You don't? She shakes her head.
I already feel much better.
Well, if you're happy, then I'm happy. Iris meets my gaze and smiles, which I return. She takes the jar from my hand and goes towards the cabinet. I think she realizes what she's about to do as her path changes to disposing it instead. When she looks back at me, she seems like her old self again.
It is quite late, and we could both use some rest.
Yeah, I'm pretty tired. I'll see you in the morning then. She nods and smiles her goodbye, and then she exits the lounge. I add chocolate hazelnut spread onto Kai's shopping list before I return to my room. Oh, Kai's on shopping duty or something. Apparently. Do I want to continue after this? You know what, let's continue for a bit. I take a deep breath before collapsing on my bed. Finally, some time to rest. Before I go to sleep, I open up my phone to wind down. Oh. This is them bickering. For some reason, they are text word voice, unlike Vela. Vela is the only one that has her text voice, unless she sends it via voicemail, or like voice text, or like voice recording, or whatever that term is called. Because I think voicemail is a different term. But yeah, she sends a voice message, I think. That was a close call. I consider responding, but I don't know why I can't skip this part. Now I can. But I think there's a loading that I need to see through. Never mind. I don't know why I can't skip. I think this is the part where I can't skip most of the part for some reason.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, I don't know why there's a lot of like mini checkpoints here. I don't know why I can't skip here and there.
Thanks for being a good sport.
Alright, dismissed. Luna? I'll pass. Not my thing. I'm sorry, Luna. I'm not sure if Luna would even invite us to go to the botanical gardens if we killed Xenog, but I don't think that will be the case. One way to find out. But I don't know if I want to make a fourth run, unless we do miss some scenes though. You go have fun. Luna grins.
I certainly will. I hope you do too with whatever you decide.
Yeah, we can skip this part. I decide to wander around the city center. There's a small park with a plain stone fountain in the center square. Lots of people sitting along the benches. Nearby are a row of shops and cafes. I think it's the same part as it. Well, I take my time enjoying the fresh air and the buzz of city life. It's a much needed break from the tension of Aksari. In fact, it reminds me a lot of Polaris. The architecture is different, but a metropolis is a metropolis no matter where you go. And there's another checkpoint. I don't know what's up with this. Oh, hold on. I received some. Okay, I wanna Iris and Vela here. Ah, dinner. Ignore. Beep Boop lowers its head in defeat, but that does nothing to thaw my cold dead heart. And we can skip this part. Maybe her nickname will cheer her up, and we just skip this entire part. Wait, what?
So where did you learn this particular talent?
Why did it skip? I forgot which one I did not choose, but I feel like that I picked that as a second option for some reason. Everything looks good, but I'll save my comments until after I taste my food. I forgot which I didn't choose back then. But, you know, let's just skip this entire part. I soon finish off my cake and resist licking up the crumbs. That definitely hit the spot. I should make sure I thank Kai again. As if on cue, Kai is by my side.
Hey, man.
Whoa, hey.
I'm heading to the kitchen to get some more drinks. You want anything?
Sure.
What do you want?
Did we mess it up? Did we mess it up? Because we didn't have a scene with Iris. I'll just have whatever you guys are drinking.
Cool.
Ah. Oh, I thought I messed it up. Oh, I thought that's a platonic route. But I'm pretty sure I picked the best option, even with Iris. But yeah, that caught me off guard. As Kai heads to the kitchen, I look around the table. Everyone's plates are empty except for Iris's. She's still working on what looks like a half chocolate cupcake. I head over and sit beside her. You haven't finished yet? My voice catches her off guard and she blinks in surprise.
Oh, not exactly.
My brows crinkle together. What does that mean? Iris doesn't clarify, but she doesn't need to. I finally notice the second plate covered with cake crumbs. Do you have 2 desserts?
Maybe.
I'm not sure whether this is a gag moment or anything. Make the save right here. Second option, I narrow my eyes. Is there something going on between you and Kai that I should know about? Okay, someone's cooking. Ah, the spices are heavy. It smells nice though, whatever they're cooking. Yeah, my neighbor's cooking. And they are using some heavy spices. She quickly shakes her head.
Absolutely not.
Then how come you're the only person who gets an extra dessert?
Would you believe me if I said it's because I'm the captain?
Nope. She sighs.
I didn't think so.
Come on, fess up. Why do you get 2 desserts? She pauses, then sighs.
It's a stupid reason, really. And it's not even true.
What is it?
If you ask Kai, he'll say it's because every time we have desserts around, I will eat mine and then I'll allegedly take some of his too. Which is obviously false.
Wait, what? She eats another forkful of cake for emphasis. Uh-huh. So false.
Exactly.
Her chocolate cake looks so rich and scrumptious. The smooth frosting teases my eyes and I'm dying for a taste. If it's so false, then surely you wouldn't mind if I just... I reach for a plate, but Iris is lightning quick. She scoots it out of my reach.
Could try.
I flash her my most pleading puppy dog eyes, but Iris is immune. She takes another bite.
That won't work on me.
Aww. I deflate in defeat and stare longingly at the yummy fluffy treat. If only... Suddenly the plate scoots closer.
Fine. Just one bite.
Iris's face remains impassive. I break into a broad grin. Success! I grab my fork and happily dig into the cake. It's just as delicious as mine was. Mmm.
Happy?
Yup. She nods and I catch the slight smile on her lips.
Here you go, guys.
Kai returns and hands us each a can. Thanks, Kai.
Thank you.
No problem.
He heads over to Luna and Vela while Iris and I open our drinks. Iris cracks open hers with no problem. It fizzes with a satisfying pop. However, when I break the seal of my can, the soda explodes everywhere. Wah! Before I can fully process what has happened, Iris jumps into gear. She grabs a handful of napkins and begins dabbing my soaked sleeves. Iris's face is scrunched in concentration as her hands work on my sleeves, gentle but determined. It's rare to see this nurturing side of her, and I can't stop the growing smile on my face. After a moment, Iris looks up at me.
Are you okay?
Yeah, thanks. She smiles softly.
Sorry your clothes got all wet.
It's okay. I'm sorry your cake got wet too.
Oh,
Iris glances at the cupcake. The frosting droops down the sides, melting off of the wet cake. What once looked so tempting now has me wondering why I even wanted it at all.
suddenly, I'm not so hungry anymore.
I laugh and she grins. I go into the kitchen and grab some more napkins. I also pick up another drink, something non-fizzy this time. Then I rejoin the party. Everyone is in a great mood, and we chat and laugh along, and we chat and laugh long after all the desserts have been consumed. Eventually, the party wraps up, and Kai tries to help with the cleanup, but we insist that he rest. Instead, the girls and I wash up and wipe down the tables. And we can skip this part now. Or not. I return to my room to wind down for the night. It's been a long time since we got to have fun together as a crew. I almost forgot how rowdy everyone can be. Uh, I feel like I feel like this is a good time to end the episode. So we basically so I think the way we are approaching episodes now is like trying to save scum and pick the most optimal options during the run, and pick some of the options that we almost never chose before. That way it also kind of extends the series a bit longer. I'm not sure if that would actually help though, but yeah. So this episode mainly is basically we mainly did the Aksari arc, where we basically put a stop to Xenon. We actually made a successful deal with him, and we also take a look at the option where if we killed him, and eventually we just restart everything and decide to go with the default keeping alive option. But come to think of it, if we do kill Xenon, will Luna still invite us to the botanical gardens? That I'm not sure. It probably means we won't. But there's also a scene with Vela during when the sim room first opened. I'm pretty sure I have to pick like some of the best option, but I don't know what to think about that. But for now, I'm just gonna end the episode right here. So yeah, and we'll see where the next episode takes us. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Stay safe and have a great day. Bye bye.